Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner. I'm Elsie Johnson. We are two sisters, Southern Cooking. I am getting ready to make my bacon wrapped chicken breast. I had this a couple weeks ago and it is so good. So I have my mallet here and I want to make sure that because it's going to bake in the oven for like 30 minutes, so I want to make sure that the chicken is thin enough so that it has a fighting chance of cooking in that length of time and it doesn't dry out. So I'm just going to have my baking pan here and I pounded it out and a little thinly here. I'm going to wrap it in the bacon here in a minute, but I also have a brown sugar seasoned mixture that's going to go on that on all sides of the chicken, and then when I wrap the bacon around it, then it's going to go on, sprinkle that season on the bacon as well, so it makes that bacon caramelized and just so yummy. So very yummy. This to me tastes like barbecue potato chips, the seasoning, the combo of it. So it is a very good, sweet and savory. Yeah, it's very good. Very good, Elsie. I don't want to destroy my chicken, but I want to get it a little more uniform in thickness so that when it cooks evenly. This piece looks fairly even already, so this one might not take too much to get it. I had big, huge chicken breasts. I cut them in half already. So besides cutting them in half, I'm actually pounding them out a little bit too. So, and we definitely are going to clean up in here in a minute because you do not want contaminated surfaces of any kind. And since I'm using directly on the counter here, definitely don't want to cross-contaminate. Okay. This looks good. This recipe calls for 4 chicken breasts. I actually have 4 here. I cut them in half, so technically I've got now 8 pieces. I don't know about you, but looking in the grocery store anymore, it's like looking at chicken breasts, it looks like, man, they got them chickens on some steroids or something because they're huge. So that's why I chose to cut them in half, because they definitely would take a while to cook and you might take a chance of them getting dried out with them being that thick. Okay. This one's pretty thin, so it might not take too much. Okay. This is way to take out your aggression.
For real.
If you're having any issues that you want to take care of. Well, while you're pounding out the chicken, you can do that. Okay, let me move that back a little because I'm breaking the wax paper here, or the parchment paper. It's got a hole in it now from hitting it so many times. Well, I did that one good. I broke it in half. It was on the thin side already. So, okay. Alright, let's move that aside. Alright, next we're going to take and sprinkle the seasoning over this side of the chicken. And then I'm going to rub it in. And don't worry about me sticking my hand in this and having touched the chicken, because all this is going to get you put on raw chicken and the raw bacon, and it's not going to be touched after anything's cooked. I'm using it all up beforehand, so it's not like it's something that I'm going to use after it's done. It will all be cooked in the oven. Sometimes if you're like doing a marinade or something, and you do, and you have like part of your sauce that you have left, and you can use it to glaze with afterwards or whatever, you have to be a little careful. But this is all getting used before it goes in the oven. This chicken comes out very, very super moist. I was totally amazed at this recipe. It was so, so good. Okay, all right, I'm gonna flip it over. And do the other side. Sprinkle this side, and then after I get the bacon on all these, then I'll sprinkle over the bacon, which gives it, I'm telling you, it makes that bacon so delicious and crunchy.
Your bread timer is done.
Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way, because next will be my bacon pieces getting wrapped around. So I'm going to just lay it down and then lift and wrap around.
So Sis had already cut the chicken breast in half, and then she went ahead and pounded it with the meat mallet to flatten it out so it would have a faster, even surface for baking. And then she seasoned it on both sides with the seasoning, and then she wrapped it in bacon, and then took the seasoning and sprinkled it on top of the bacon wrapped chicken. She baked it at 375 for about 30 minutes. It depends upon your oven how long it takes, but I'm telling you, this is probably one of the tastiest chicken breasts that I have had with bacon.
So now I'm going to take and sprinkle the rest of the seasoning over this bacon that's exposed. I really don't need to do it on the bottom side. I just want that caramelization on top. Pat it in.
And I'm Debbie,
We're two sisters Southern cooking.
and we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
This show is produced by Two Sisters Productions, McRae, Georgia.